What's going on, guys? Evan coming at you from Hoste. Hoste is a short-term rental management company here in Colorado Springs. We manage around 60 rentals, so we like to think we know what we're doing a little bit. But I'm gonna go over a few ways on how to think about the slow season. So a lot of our clients get kind of antsy in the slow season. It slows down significantly, and you might have a longer slow season than us. Our slow season is about 2 months. Your slow season might be 6 months, or you might be in Florida or Alaska or Breckenridge, out in the ski slopes. So there's a lot of variability there. But in our slow season, we have 2 months. A lot of our clients, the owners of the short-term rentals, they get kind of antsy. They get kind of nervous that, I'm not gonna have enough to cover my bills, or it kind of sends them on an emotional roller coaster, because a lot of people are thinking about this month to month. So we tell them, one of our first points is think about it as a yearly revenue, not what you're gonna make month to month. Don't go on the emotional roller coaster. Think of it as your yearly average. And so the best way to do that is just look at the numbers. Whereas you might make $1,500 to $2,000 in the slow season, month to month, and it might not even be enough to cover your bills. But in the summer, in the spring months, you're gonna make a range between $4,000 to $8,000. And so that yearly monthly average is gonna be significantly more than what you might make long term. So that's, it's definitely why short-term rentals are probably the better option depending on what market you're in. So the second point, definitely be patient. Definitely be patient with your listing. Wait till it builds its listing brand. Every listing kind of has its own brand, with from the reviews to the pricing. Even to the pictures and the listing description. Everything has its own brand, and you want to give that time for people to see it. Time for it to build on the Airbnb algorithm, the HomeAway algorithm, whatever platform you're using. Give it time, and it will. If you truly have a good rental, it will shine over time. And we see it usually takes about 3 to 6 months for that listing brand to really build. And that means that's probably when you're gonna start making the most off your rental, is after 3 to 6 months. And you're probably gonna have a significant price cut during that initial period. Yeah, think about it as a listing brand. Be patient. Think of this long-term, not short-term, because long-term, what we see is usually you're gonna make, on average, significant more revenue than your other options with your home. So our third point is kind of tying back to this is the better option. You're gonna avoid vacancy periods. Your other alternative probably is a long-term rental. With long-term rentals, you have vacancy periods between renters. So it's probably gonna be a 1 to 3 month vacancy period, depending on your market. We have a 98% occupancy rate for long-term. So it's probably not as long, but still, you're gonna still have vacancy periods. With short-term rentals, you don't really have vacancy periods, even in the slow season. You usually have people renting out, people traveling. No matter what is happening, people are usually traveling, and so you're gonna be earning revenue no matter what. So that's just another benefit to short-term rentals, that you're gonna avoid those vacancy periods. You're gonna be making revenue, which means you're probably gonna make, on average, more revenue monthly. We like to say some revenue is better than none. So the fourth point is, when you're going through your slow season, make sure you're doing your maintenance and your upgrades during that season and not the peak season. Because obviously, it's kind of common sense, but a lot of people do it. I'm gonna block off the house for 2 weeks during the summer. Don't do that. Block it off during the winter. Or, honestly, just do the math. Does it make sense for you to block it off? Is it that big of an upgrade to do it during the summer? Or should I wait till the slow season? And usually it's okay, you probably should wait till the slow season to do that upgrade. Typical upgrades, here, it gets very hot during the summer. A lot of places don't have AC because it's kind of a dry, cooler climate. A lot of places get AC installed. Most houses don't come with them. Other big upgrades, add a hot tub. We're seeing 30 to 40% of our travelers are just looking for hot tubs. So that's a huge one. That's gonna boost revenue significantly, especially if you're doing the slow season, so that when you get to that summer season, people see that hot tub and they're like, oh shoot, I wanna book that place. Yeah, hot tub, anything you add, there's so many amenities, there's so many different options you can add. If your flooring sucks, get new flooring. If the place needs painted, paint it, but do it during the slow season. Don't block it off during the peak season. There's just so many things. All right, guys, thanks for taking the time to listen. I hope you got some good tips, some good pointers on how to think about the slow season. Hang in there. If you're going through your slow season, hang in there. You'll make it. Be patient. Definitely, if you want to hear more about short-term rentals, we're going to be producing a ton more content. So make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's a wrap.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think you were actually.
Host, stay easy. Hoste.
Bye.